With the announcement of the Survivor 50 cast, I wanted to release my pre-season player rankings. The primary criteria for this list is individual skill in the game of Survivor. This is not a prediction of how I expect these contestants to actually perform on 50 because everyone walks into that season with a different threat level. I bet that most people on the cast will be jumping at the opportunity to take the shot at players like Cirie, Dee, and Kyle. Jumping into the list, the top 5 are in a tier of their own. All of them rank in my top 50 players in the history of Survivor. There's a serious argument for flipping Dee and Kyle, but I feel that Dee has more of a killer instinct. I also wouldn't have an issue if you wanted to change Aubrey and Charlie. I think that Charlie has one of the best runner-up games of all time, but it's a small sample size. We've seen Aubrey navigate to the end of the season twice, once from a dominant position and again from the bottom. Looking at the second row, I've become much higher on Stephanie LaGrossa over time. In her first run on Survivor Palau, she survives the worst pre-merge stretch as her Oolong tribe loses every immunity challenge. She clearly knows how to adapt when things don't break her way, but when the numbers are on her side, she can dominate the game, which we see on Survivor Guatemala. I'm lower on Ozzy than the general Survivor fan base. He's easily the best physical player in the entire history of the show, but he struggles in the social and strategic sides of the game. I feel that an Ozzy win generally requires 4 or more immunity wins because no one wants to ride with him to the end. In that third row, I put Jenna Lewis at number 11. On Survivor All-Stars, Jenna proved that she could navigate different social situations. Her tribe gets absorbed in the pre-merge of that season, but she finds a new path to the end with Rupert, Amber, and Boston Rob. She was literally one immunity challenge away from winning the whole thing. There's an argument for ranking Tiffany ahead of Joe, but we've seen much less from Tiffany. In the pre-merge of 46, Tiffany is at the center of the Yanu tribe, but by the post-merge, all of her allies turn against her. She's also voted out with an idol in her pocket, which plays into this ranking. Looking at the bottom 7, I feel that each of these contestants has a major flaw in their game. Christian struggles with threat level management. He's targeted multiple times in the post-merge of David versus Goliath before landing in 7th place. Coach lacks a complete understanding of his game. In the final tribal council of Survivor South Pacific, Coach refuses to own up to his deceptive playstyle, which loses him the season. Rick Devens has never proven an ability to work in a majority alliance for an extended period of time. He's voted out in the pre-merge, and even after returning from the edge of extinction, he can't find people who want to work with him. Angelina was a pretty poor social player, and despite that lower win equity, her allies constantly threw her under the bus instead of protecting her. And then Q needs to rank at the bottom for the simple reason that he genuinely asked his cast to vote him out. So there's the ranking. Let me know your thoughts.